Good morning, namaste. Hope you and all your loved ones are feeling well. Thank you so much for being here with me this morning. We're going to start in child's pose today. Last Friday we did a grounding little flow. We're gonna go through that again, just adding on to it. We'll use the same movements, but just in a different way. And we'll use our sun salutations to warm up. So let's go ahead and get started. Come to my mat. So for child's pose, your choice, big toes touch either way. Your knees can be together, especially if you have low back issues. Or you can take your knees wide apart. That's going to get more into your inner thighs. It's early in the morning, so if you're not used to stretching this early, just be aware that the inner thighs might start to pull as the body loosens up as you are sitting here in child's pose. This will be our posture to connect into the body, mind, body, breath. So you just want to walk your hands forward, sink the hips down to the heels, melt your chest, forehead down to the earth. There's a couple options here. If your forehead doesn't reach, especially early in the morning, we're not as flexible. You could always put your forehead on a block or a pillow, rolled up towel. You could just stack your fists on top of each other, put your forehead down, or you can just make a pillow with your hands. Relax your forehead onto your hands. And use anything that helps you in this posture. If you need to put a cushion underneath the hips, on top of your heels, go for it. You can always take a pillow down the center line of the body and just fold over it. And for these first few breaths, just letting the breath be natural, softening the body down, releasing. This is a posture of surrender, letting go. So just letting everything melt down towards the earth. Feel the shins, tops of the feet pressing into the ground. Feel your forearms making contact with the earth, your hands, your forehead. As you soften the back body, low back, hips, soften the inner thighs, outer hips. Relax the face, the jaw. Soften your shoulders down the back. Let's take a big cleansing breath here. So take a big inhale through your nose. Feel your back body fill up with air. Open your mouth, sigh it out. One more time, big inhale through the nose. Open up, let it out. Softly closing the lips. Noticing how the body feels today. How do you feel physically, energetically, emotionally, mentally? Just making notes of how you feel throughout the body. You may feel tired. You may feel full of energy. Just noticing where you're at right now. Observing any sensations in the body. Relax the mouth. We'll start to deepen the breath in and out of the nose. Long, smooth breaths in and out of your nose. We'll take 3 big ones. Big inhale through your nose. Big exhale out the nose. Big inhale through your nose. And breathe out through the nose. One more, big inhale. Big exhale. And then if your hands aren't out in front, go ahead and take them out in front. Just release the forehead down. Press into your fingertips, lengthening through the arms into the shoulders. And then we'll start to press down through the palms. Notice how that presses your sit bones down a little bit more, your hips towards your heels. And then we'll start to put weight into the hands and come up to our hands and knees. So lifting the hips up, coming to tabletop, spread your fingers nice and wide like starfish. Shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. And we're just going to start to flow back and forth. So your knees are hip distance. Take a big inhale here, neutral spine. Exhale, sink the hips back. Release the head down. Big inhale, come back to tabletop. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, sink back. Just warming up the thighs, the hips. 2 more like that. Big inhale to come up. Exhale, sink back. Breathe in to come up. Breathe out to sink back. Inhale to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. So start to lift your hips up and back. You can keep your knees bent. Your first down dog of the day, it's really just a rough draft of what your down dog will be. As you warm up and move through your flowing, you'll definitely get further into your down dog. Just don't push yourself or force anything. Shoulders slide down the back, arms are strong, navel up and in. Try to squeeze your glutes, activate the outer hips. Take a big inhale here through your nose. Big exhale. Next inhale, release the knees down, keep the toes tucked. Find your cow, so drop the belly, shoulder blades together on the back, crown of the head, foot lifts up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Still warming up the body. Inhale to cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press away from your mat. Inhale, find your cow. Shoulder blades pressed together, heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. And one more time. Big inhale, cow. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold here. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, we're gonna lift the right leg to the sky, rotate the hip open, bend the right knee. So the twist is coming from the core. Try to keep both shoulders, both armpits facing the mat. It's just and lifting your knee towards the sky. Maybe rotate your ankle in a couple directions, in each direction. Then big inhale, straighten that leg. Feel your hips square back towards the mat. Release that right foot down. We're gonna walk our hands towards our feet. When we get to the feet, heels down, we're gonna roll up through the spine at the back of the mat. Once you get up, big inhale, lift the arms up over the head. And exhale, come right back down. Walk yourself back out to your downward facing dog. Hips up and back, chest towards the thighs. Ears come between the arms. Big inhale and exhale. Next inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Three-legged dog. Rotate the hip open, bend the left knee. So you're trying to lift that left knee towards the sky as you keep both armpits facing the mat. Roll out your ankle in each direction. Keep your neck loose. Next inhale, straighten that leg, three-legged dog. Feel the hips square so the left hip rolls back down and face the mat. Release that leg down. You're back in down dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. And roll up through your spine, soft knees, belly in. When you get up, big inhale, lift the arms up over the head. Exhale, come right back down. And walk yourself back up to your down dog. Press up and back. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Next inhale, look at your hands, bend your knees. We're just gonna walk to the top of the mat. Big toes touch when you get there. Breathe out, forward fold. Flat back on the inhale. You can have bent knees if you need it. Lengthen through the side bodies. Exhale, release, forward fold. Head and neck are heavy. Big inhale to standing. This time arms reach out and up. Over your head, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We'll get right into our sun salutations A. Big inhale, lift the arms up over the head, palms touch, mountain pose, reaching up. Exhale, hinge from your hips, coming down, forward fold. Release the head and neck. Flat back on your inhale, lengthen, heart presses forward like in cow. Exhale, hands come down to the mat, step back to your plank. Nice strong plank. I always like to hold the first plank, so hold it here, fingers spread wide. Pull the belly up and in, press back through those heels. Squeeze the muscles to the bones. Try to pull your heart forward a little bit, spread the collarbones, and reach through the crown of your head. Take one more big inhale here, smile. On your exhale, I'm coming to my knees. We're coming to the belly for the first one, all the way down. Release the tops of the feet, press into your toes, hands under the shoulders. Big inhale to peel your chest up for a mini cobra. Shoulders back. Exhale, release down. Two more. Let's see if we can lift our hands off today. Big inhale, peel the heart up. Maybe you can lift your hands. It's your back muscles that peels the heart off the mat. Exhale, release down. One more time, big inhale, peel the heart up. Slight tuck of the chin, reaching through the crown of the head, elbows hug in. Exhale, release down, tuck your toes, make your way back to downward facing dog. Lift the hips up and back. Take a big breath in here. Press away from your mat, big breath out. Belly in. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look at your hands. This time, let's see if you can take a couple hops to get to the top. Great way to warm up the legs. When you get there, big toes touch, forward fold, breathe out. Flat back, breathe in, lengthen. Breathe out, release. Big inhale to standing, press down through your feet, reach your arms up over the head, palms touch, look at your thumbs if you can. Exhale, hands to heart center. Two more rounds, one breath, one movement. Big inhale, mountain pose, lift the arms up over the head, palms touch. Exhale, hinge from the hips, belly in, coming down. Flat back, breathe in. Breathe out to plank. Big inhale in your plank, shift forward just a little bit here. I'm coming to my knees and I'm coming back to my belly. On and exhale. This time I'm gonna come up higher on my inhale into a bigger cobra. That's up to you, you can still stay with mini cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, bend your knees, look at your hands. Either take your mini hops or this time try to hop all the way to the top. Land lightly, forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Big inhale to standing, palms touch over the head. Exhale, hands back to heart center. One more time through, big inhale. Tuck that tailbone, belly, and reach up through the side bodies. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, hinge, coming down, navel to spine. Release the head and neck. Flat back, lengthen the spine, shoulder blades together. Exhale back to your plank. Big inhale in your plank, shift forward. Your choice what you do here. I'm gonna come to my knees on my exhale. Halfway down, I'm gonna bend my elbows. I'm just gonna come halfway down, release the toes. And on my inhale, I'm gonna come to up dog. So I press into the hands and the tops of the feet, knees lift off, heart presses forward, shoulders back. And exhale, pull that belly and squeeze the bottom, downward facing dog. So anytime we do that little flow today, coming to plank, and then making our way down, up dog or cobra, you can do it however you would like. I have just found, for some reason this past month, I'm enjoying coming to my knees first. It's feeling better in my body rather than trying to go through chaturanga halfway down in a full plank. So it's up to you, whatever feels right. All right, take a big breath in here. Big breath out. Let's get some movement going, whatever feels right to your body now in this down dog. You should be a lot more warmed up. Shake your head yes and no, making sure everything's nice and loose around the neck, the shoulders. You could sway from side to side, bend one leg, straighten the other. Really press out of your mat. Stretch away from your hands. Pelvis is tilting up. Strong legs, belly in. Beautiful. All right, next inhale, we're gonna lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dogs, but we're gonna keep the hips square to the mat. We're not gonna open it. Left leg is strong, lifting up through the left sole of the foot, spread those toes. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, we're just coming knee to nose. So you shift forward, shoulders come over the wrist, knee comes towards your nose or your chest. Big inhale, take that leg back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Round the spine, press out of your mat. One more time, big inhale, lift that leg. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it here, pull it in, take a big inhale, look past your hands. On your exhale, you lightly, gently place that right foot down in between your hands. So those are the muscles you have to build to get that leg up there. If it didn't go where you wanted it, it's not a big deal, just shimmy it up. If it's still back here, just pick it up, take it to the top. And we're gonna release that left knee down. Now your toes can stay tucked or untucked on the back foot, your choice. Right knee safely over the left heel, or right knee safely over the right knee. And we'll take a big inhale, Anjaneyasana, chest, arms, fingers lift to the sky. Maybe your gaze lifts up towards your fingers and beyond. If that doesn't work for you, just look forward or down. Tailbone reaching down, belly up and in, soft shoulders. Take a big inhale, big exhale. See if you can let your hips sink down a little bit. One more big inhale here, and exhale. Big inhale, exhale, hands come down. We're gonna straighten that back leg, and we're gonna lift into a standing split. So put all of your weight onto your right leg, hands are by your right foot, and we're just lifting the heel, the left heel towards the sky. Release your head, neck, and shoulders like you're in a forward fold. Breathe. And then from here, we're gonna come up to mountain pose, but with one leg. So bend that left leg, keep pressing into that right foot. Slowly start to lift your hands, try to balance. Come all the way up to mountain pose, hands at heart center, left leg lifts. You could be shaky here, it's early morning, it's okay. Let yourself shake. Interlace your fingers, you're gonna wrap them around that left shin and pull the left knee in towards the chest. So we're not bringing the chest to the knee, we're bringing the knee to the chest. Lift the heart, soften the shoulders, belly in. Squeeze that right glute. Breathe. Helps to find a steady gaze on the ground. Deep, smooth breathing. Very good. All right, we're going to release that left leg down. Big toes touch. Take a big breath in. Reach the arms up over the head. Look up, reach up. Exhale, hands at heart center, sink down to chair. Take a peek over your knees. Make sure you can see those toes. The toes can move. Sink your weight down into your heels, your hips. Pull the belly up and in. Soften the shoulders. We're going to hold here for 3 breaths. Big breath in. Big breath out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Sink a little lower. Breathe out. One more big breath in. Very good. Exhale, release, forward fold. Flat back on the inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. We're going to step the left leg back as far as you can take it. Release the foot down, toes tucked. You're in a runner's lunge. Release that left knee down. Big inhale back to your Anjaneyasana. Chest, arms, fingers to the sky. And this time we're going to get a side body stretch. Now, you can bring your right forearm to your right thigh, or you can bring your right arm, your right hand down to the ground, whatever feels better for you. And we're going to reach up and over with the left hand. So palm of your hand faces towards you. Reach up and over. It's a nice side body stretch all the way from right above this left hip up through the left side body, through your fingertips. Soft shoulders, belly in. Breathe. Breathe into that juicy stretch on the left side. Beautiful. Big inhale back to center. Both arms up. Exhale, hands come down. We're going to straighten that back leg. Take a big inhale here in this lunge. Pull your heart forward. Exhale, we're going to lift the hips, straighten the right leg. Maybe the right foot flexes back. Inhale, bend back into the right knee. Pull your heart forward. Let the hips drop down. Exhale to straighten. Inhale, pull your heart forward. One more time like this. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the right leg, toes back. Release the chest. Inhale, back to your lunge. Keep your hands on the ground. We're going to try to lift our knee back into our chest or towards our nose. Take a big inhale here. Belly in, press away. Exhale, step back to plank. Big inhale in your plank. Shift forward just a little bit on the toes. On your exhale, take your chaturanga. I'm coming down to knees first. Bending my elbows just till they touch the ribs. And then I'm going to inhale up into up dog, shoulders back, heart forward, squeeze your bottom. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very, very good. Take a big breath in here. Big breath out. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Next inhale, left leg to the sky. Back to that 3-legged dog. Pressing away from the mat with your hands. Chest towards the standing leg. Quads are activated in both legs. Take another big inhale. On your exhale, knee to nose for 3. Round the spine, shift forward. Inhale, left leg reaches back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Take a big inhale, look forward, past your hands. On your exhale, lightly step the left foot in between your hands. Release the back knee down. Toes tucked or untucked. Big inhale, chest, arms, fingers lift to the sky. Anjaneyasana, hold it here. Breathe. Feel the stretch in the right hip flexor on this side. Belly up and in. Soften the shoulders. Soften the face and jaw. Big breath in. Big breath out. Take one more big inhale here. On your exhale, hands come down, straighten that back leg. We're popping up to standing splits. So all of your weight goes on the left foot. Lift the right heel towards the sky. Release the head, neck, and shoulders towards the left leg like you're in a forward fold. Breathe. Soften the shoulders, down the back. Strong legs. And then we're going to come to our standing, one-legged standing pose just on the left leg. So if your foot has to drag, do not worry about it. It's okay. Just do your best. Maybe you can come up balanced. I'm always shakier on the left. Just let yourself wobble. Find your way through it. When you come up, we'll start with hands at heart center. Find your balance. And then we'll interlace the fingers, wrap them around this right shin. Pull your knee towards your chest. Soften those shoulders, lift the heart, belly up and in. Strong left leg. It's okay if your left leg has to be bent. Maybe you can straighten it. Work within your range. Steady gaze, soft breathing in and out of the nose. Very good. All right, release the right foot down to the left. Big toes touch, big inhale. Reach the arms up over the head, lengthen. And exhale back to our chair pose. Sink the hips. Check out the toes. This time we're going to take a twist. Right arm back behind you, left arm forward. So again, you're twisting. The twist comes from the center of the core. So try to keep this right hip facing forward as you twist. Radiating through both sets of fingers. Breathe. Sink a little lower. The tendency is to come up. Keep sinking down. Maybe you can look back at the right thumb. Shoulders down. Next inhale, back to center. And exhale, twist to the left. Again, maybe you can look over the left thumb if that's okay on your neck. Keep sinking down, squeeze the legs together. Breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center, sink down. Exhale, release forward fold. Flat back on your inhale, lengthen, shoulders back. And exhale, hands come down. This time we're stepping that right foot back. As far as you can take it, release the back knee down. Back to our Anjaneyasana, chest, arms, fingers to the sky. Slide the shoulders down, navel up and in, tailbone reaching down. We'll take our side body stretch on this side. So again, you can either bring the left forearm to the left thigh or left hand to the ground. Reach up and over with the right hand. Side body stretch on the right side. Soften the shoulders. Belly in. Protecting the low back. Breathe into that beautiful stretch on the right side. Feels so good to open up the sides of the body in the morning. Nice. Come back in. Back up. Big inhale. Lift you up. Exhale, hands come down. We straighten that back leg. Big inhale and your lunge. Pull your heart forward. Let the hips sink down. Exhale, we're going to straighten this left leg as you lift the hips. Flex the left foot back. Release your chest over the leg. Inhale, come forward. Big inhale. Exhale, slow exhale. Straighten the left leg as much as you're able. Release the head, neck, and shoulders down. Big inhale brings you back down. Framing this left foot, we're going to try to lift the heel up, pull the knee into the chest. Hold it there. Take a big inhale. And exhale, take that leg back. Set up your plank. Big inhale on your plank. Shift forward just a little bit. And on your exhale, coming halfway down or all the way down, you can switch it up. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good. Really good work. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Again, a big breath in. Big breath out. Let's take a little break in child's pose. So either knees together or knees wide apart. Just like when we started, sink the hips back, release the chest, forehead down to the ground. This is just a great space to come back into the body, noticing how you feel, what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. It's a great posture to hear your breathing, what it sounds like, if it's too rapid, or if you're able to slow it down, you'll hear the slow down. So in yoga, the breath is an indicator of maybe you're pushing too hard. If you can't breathe, you can't talk, you need to slow it down. And you can always come to this position anytime during yoga, whatever's going on. It's your right to drop down, settle back into the body. So notice how you're feeling here. Try to relax the hands, arms, fingers, shoulders, upper back, low back, hips, base, jaw, chest, belly. Come back to that smooth, deep breathing. So important to take time, even in your practice, to notice what's going on inside. Pull it back in. All right, coming back to tabletop. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. Let's take some cat-cows before we come back up. So big inhale, drop the belly, shoulders back, heart forward. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, press away from your mat. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Inhale to arch the spine, shoulder blades press together. Exhale to round. One more in each direction. Big inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Neutral spine. Walk your hands forward just a little bit. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Arms align with the ears. Steady gaze. Chest pressing towards the thighs. Navel up and in, active legs, and energy is pressing down through the heels. It doesn't matter if the heels make it there, but there's energy coming down into the heels. You're trying to press them down. All right, next inhale, right leg lifts to the sky, three-legged dog. On the exhale, knee comes towards your nose. Hold it here this time. Big inhale, look past your hands. And on your next exhale, place your right foot down. Release the back knee. Anjaneyasana, big inhale, chest, arms, fingers to the sky. And exhale, hands come right back down. Straighten that back leg. Take a big breath in. Pull your heart forward in your lunge. Let the hips sink down. Exhale, we're going to straighten this right leg, any amount. And we're going to hold this time. So you can walk your hands under your shoulders. Maybe you flex your foot back. Maybe it has to stay on the ground. Try to pull this right hip socket underneath you. Don't let it hang out to the side. Pull it underneath you. When you're ready, you could use blocks here. You can be up on fingertips. Release chest over your right leg, any amount. 3 rounds of breath in and out of the nose. Soften the face, jaw, don't let your teeth squeeze together. Relax your shoulders. Active legs here, even as you're stretching. We're protecting ourselves by lifting the quads. One more big inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Next inhale, we're going to bend back into this knee. On your exhale, let the hips sink down. Now we're going to come to standing from here. So you're going to launch off this back leg. It's important because it helps build the muscles you need to do other things in yoga. So next inhale, weight goes into your right foot, and we're gonna come all the way up to our one-legged mountain. Reach your arms up. Oh, I lost it. On your exhale, we're coming right back to our lunge. So reach that leg back out. All right, 2 more times like that. Big inhale, coming up. Ooh. And exhale, coming down. So it's okay to wobble, shake, come out of it. Just do your best. Big inhale, coming up. Oh, I think I got it that time. And exhale down. Very good. Coming right back up. Next inhale. This time we're going to stay up. Try to lift that leg up. Hands at heart center. All right. Find your balance here. Steady gaze on the ground. Hips are even, belly in, soft shoulders, face and jaw. Coming to our warrior 3. So we're just going to gently take that left leg behind us. Any amount, your foot might be down low. Eventually you're trying to come level to the ground, chest and left leg. But you don't have to go there today. Just go with what works for your body. Strong left leg, flex that foot, press through the heel. Belly in. Hold it where you can. If you come out, just come right back. Breathe. All right. Gently coming back to standing. Bring that left knee back up. Let's see if we can straighten that left leg any amount. Your leg might be down low. It's okay. Keep the belly in. Steady gaze. Keep breathing. Soft shoulders. Navel up and in. All right, pull the knee back up. We're going to go for, you're going to feel the weight on this right leg. Just stay with it. Tree pose. So we're going to bring the left sole of your foot. It either goes on the ankle, inside the shin, or up above the knee on the thigh. Whatever works for your body. You're trying to press this left knee back. Hips are level. Tuck of the tailbone. Belly up and in. Lifted chest. Soft shoulders. Palms pressing into each other at the heart center. Now I just came out. Just go right back in. When I first started learning tree, I was in, out, in, out, in, out, over and over. But over time, and practice, you get steadier. Deep, smooth breathing helps. Gentle gaze on the ground and smiling. Very good. All right. One more time, we're going to bring this knee out in front again, still balancing. We're going to go through warrior 3. So take that left leg back again. And then with lots of grace, belly in, we're going to bring our hands down to frame the right foot, release the left foot. Left hand stays on the ground. You're back into your lunge that we've been in many times, right arm to the sky. Think of your right shoulder stacking on top of the left, reaching through your right fingertips. Easy twist. Keep breathing. You can stay right here. You can drop this left knee, stay in your twist. If you want to get a stretch for the left hip flexor, you bend that left knee, lifting the left foot. Right hand comes back, grabs a hold of the foot or the ankle, and you just gently, no forcing, pull the foot closer to the bottom. Still twisting through the core. Roll both shoulders back, hearts open. Breathe wherever you're at. Let that left hip flexor open. Beautiful. Gently release. Right arm comes back up and around. Left foot back down. We're just going to walk the right foot over to the side for half pigeon. So your right shin comes onto the mat. Slide your left leg back. Release that left foot down. Now, if your right hip's way up in the air, you can always put a block or a cushion underneath it, a towel. And it doesn't matter how far up this foot comes on the mat. Most people have to have it pretty far in. Depends on your flexibility. So just work with what feels right for your body. If this doesn't feel right, you could lay on your back and do figure four like we've done in other classes. If this feels okay to you, you can stay up high or you could release down. Take a couple rounds of breath here. Soften everything you can. No wasted energy. So we're not using anything we don't need here. We want to try to let that right glute and hip release and let the front of the left hip melt down towards the ground. And you're even here in your hips. You don't want to be pressing way down on the right one or way down on the left. Breathe. Enter where you feel the tightness. Try to soften, let go. 3 more breaths here. Very good. All right, we're going to make our way back up. Hands come back onto the mat, shoulder distance. Tuck the left toes under and then lift yourself back to downward facing dog. You pedal it out here, shift from right to left. We'll do all that on the left side. Shake your head, yes and no. Make sure everything's staying nice and loose. Belly in. Strong arms, fingers are spread wide, feet are hip distance, parallel to each other. All right, here we go. Big inhale, left leg lifts up and back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, hold it here. Take a big inhale, look forward. On your exhale, lightly place your left foot in between your hands. Release the back knee down, toes tucked or untucked. Big inhale, chest, arms, fingers lift to the sky. And exhale, hands come right back down. Straighten the back leg. Big inhale, pull your heart forward, let the hips sink. And exhale, we straighten the left leg as we lift the hips. Maybe flex the left foot back. Adjust your hands under your shoulders if you need to. And exhale, we hold, release. Letting the chest melt down, releasing the neck and head. Any amount here. Left hip, again, it's not out to the side, it's underneath you. 3 rounds of breath. Think of lengthening through your spine, your head reaching towards your toes. Creating space and length, not so much worried about how close your chest can get to the leg, but more how much length and space can you create. Active legs, core in. All right, next inhale, we bend back into the left leg. Hands frame the foot. Exhale, let the hips sink down a little bit. On our inhale, we're coming up to our one-legged mountain, or some people call this one-legged Tadasana. I need a lot of help today, so it's exhale, we come back to that lunge, nice and steady. Inhale, we come back up. Exhale, we come back down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Last time up, you got this. Big inhale, launch yourself up. Okay, we're there. And exhale, hands at heart center. Keep this leg lifted. You can go ahead and flex the foot. We're moving to warrior 3, strong left leg. We slowly take that right foot back, straighten the right leg. As the chest becomes more parallel to the ground. Your chest, you want to think of our cow position, shoulders back, heart forward. Pressing back through that right heel, belly in. And again, your foot might be down low, might be barely off the ground. That's okay. Steady, smooth breathing. Keep the body calm. That left leg's going to turn on, building strength, not only for your body, but for your mind. Creating more focus. All right, slowly we come back up to standing. Maybe your foot won't touch the ground, maybe it does. Lift that knee again. We're going to straighten this right leg out, pressing through the heel, any amount. Very good. Now we're coming to our tree pose. So wherever you're going to take your right foot, take it there. Usually it's the same as you did on the other side. Again, we're trying to press the right knee back. Both hip points are facing forward. Belly up and in. Lifted heart, soft shoulders. Lifting up to the crown of your head. Lengthening here. As you balance, find a steady gaze. Slow the breathing down. Very good. All right, knee comes back out in front. Moving through warrior three. Take your time, move slow. Stretch that right leg back behind you again. With grace, hands come down, frame the left foot, right foot releases, toes are tucked, heels up. Easy twist, right hand down, left arm lifts to the sky. Again, think of that left shoulder stacking on top of the right. Still really active legs. You're pressing back through that right heel, twisting from the core. Push away from the mat, out of that right shoulder socket. Lifting through your left fingers, roll that left shoulder open. Take one more big inhale. On your exhale, we're going to drop the right knee down. Now you can stay like this. If you want to get into that hip flexor, you bend the right knee, lifting the foot, grab a hold of the right foot. Sometimes you have to come all the way out. Bring it back in with you. Try to let the hips sink down. Breathe into your right hip flexor. Roll both shoulders back, both shoulder heads, heart forward. Breathe. Even if you're just like this, reaching towards your foot, you're doing it. This is the body building memory as to what you want it to do. Really good. All right, gently, don't fling it. Release that foot. Left hand comes back down. We're just going to heel toe the left foot to pigeon, half pigeon. So left shin comes down, right leg slides back. This side could be totally different than the other side, just notice. Again, if your left butt cheek is way up in the sky, put something under there. It really does make a huge difference. Let the foot go where it needs to on this side. Don't force it to be in a certain spot. Big inhale, sit up nice and tall. And if you like, exhale, coming down. You could come down on the elbows. You could use stacked fists. You could come all the way down. Just depends on where you're at right now, what feels right to your body. A lot of times we see models, different people in magazines, on TV, and they are doing these extraordinary poses, and we think that's yoga. But yoga is really about listening to your body. Every time you come to the mat, you're in a different mind space, body space. Just letting yourself be where you are for that time that you're on the mat. Letting go of those images of what you think a pose should look like or what somebody else can do. Breathing into your body, accepting yourself where you are, meeting yourself there. 2 more rounds of breath in and out of the nose. You did so good. I'm sweating here. I don't know if you are. All right, slowly coming back up, hands to the mat. Tuck the back toes under. I like to slide my leg back a little bit. Tuck your toes. Press up and back to downward facing dog. And again, take any movements. This is your last down dog. I like to take a wide-legged down dog for my last one. So your feet go as wide as the mat. And you even grab a hold of your mat on the sides. So you grip the mat, and then you can really press up and back. This gives you a lot more space. You can really feel your shoulders make the rotation to come down the back. You can really get lots of length in the spine, open up the back of the legs here. But you do whatever feels right to you. I just personally love this one. Shake your head yes and no. Take any movements that feel right. Very good. All right, come back to your regular down dog if you were in the wide. Bend your knees, look at your hands. You can either walk to your hands and come to a seated position. You could take one more hop, get your feet up there, and release yourself down. So good. Let's take our feet as wide as the mat. I just love to windshield wipe the legs, side to side. Notice your breathing here. Notice how you feel. Close your eyes. Sway from side to side here with the legs. All right, back to center. We'll come all the way down. However you want to get to your back. I'm bringing my legs with me. Head comes down, shoulders melt to the floor, knees into the chest. Let's sway from side to side on the low back. Feet are relaxed, shoulders grounded, chest is soft, face and jaw are soft. Let's pull the knees apart, bring them towards the shoulders. Now you can stay just like this, or you can turn this into a happy baby. In happy baby, the feet are flexed towards the sky, almost as if you're pressing your feet on the ceiling. And you can grab a hold of the big toes, the outside edges of the feet. For a lot of people though, you need to grab just below the ankles, around the calves, because you want your shoulders and your tailbone to stay down on the mat. If your butt's up in the air, you're defeating the posture. So if you can grab a hold of your toes, that's great. If you can't, it's great just to grab around the ankles. You want to pull your knees towards the ground as you spread them open. Keep the feet flexed. But again, you want to keep the shoulders down. Nice long spine, slight tuck of the chin, back of the neck is lengthening, and that tailbone's pressing down. If you have your low back on the ground, you can sway from side to side. You could straighten one leg and then the other. You could straighten both legs if you feel like it. Whatever feels right to you. When you're ready, we'll release that. Give yourself a big squeeze. Feet are parallel to each other. Wrap your hands around your shins. Maybe you can grab opposite elbows. It's okay if you can't. Spines glued to the mat. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Maybe you can pull your forehead towards your knees. Take a big inhale here. And exhale, release. It is time for Shavasana. If there's something you take before Shavasana, go for it. Otherwise, feet reach long on the mat. Toes fall out to the sides. Arms alongside the body, palms face up. Give the armpits room to breathe. Nice long neck. Lift your heart, slide the shoulders down. Let's take a big cleansing breath before we settle in. Big inhale through the nose. Hold it at the top. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Softly close your lips, just let yourself melt. Breath is natural. Feel the back body being supported by the ground. The only thing you have to do in this posture is completely let yourself go. If there's anything you're holding on to, let it go now. We'll be here for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll let you know when the time is up. You can start to deepen your breathing. Invite some movement to your fingers and toes. Maybe roll out your ankles, your wrists. I always like to take a gentle turn of the head from side to side while you're supported. It's really more like chin to shoulder is what you're going for. Slide your arms up over your head, point your toes, get nice and long from fingertips to toe tips, reach, reach, reach. Try to glue the back of your ribs down and just get you a little different stretch rather than letting the back arch up off the mat. Reach, get long, and knees back into your chest. Give yourself lots of love, a big squeeze for coming to the mat. Maybe take a little cat stretch before you come up, so left leg long. Keep the right knee bent. Pull that right knee across your body with your left hand. Get a little twist in. Maybe you gaze over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center, switch it out. Right leg long. Pull the left knee across your body. Maybe look over your left shoulder. Oh, I got lots of pops. Those are bonuses. Inhale back to center. And you can either come to one side and roll up. I like to roll on my spine a couple times before I come up in my own practice. Coming up to any comfortable seated position, try to come up with your eyes closed. May not be possible. Once you make it to your seated position, softly close your eyes. Sitting up nice and tall, reaching up through the crown of the head. Feel the length in the spine. Soften the shoulders and hands. Lifted heart, pausing here. Noticing, just like when we started, how you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Maybe you can feel the openness in your body from all of the space you created in your flow. Calmness, stillness of the mind and body. Observing any sensations in the body. And always thanking yourself for making time for you, your body, and to get connected back to who you truly are. This beautiful, calm, centered being. Let's take a big inhale, lift the arms up over the head, lift up through those side bodies, lengthen, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, thumbs into the sternum. Feel your beautiful heart beating. I'm so grateful I got to teach you this class today, that you were with me. Try to feel throughout your day all the things you were so grateful for. It's such a crazy time, but a beautiful time to be with family and to be within. Hope you have a beautiful day, wonderful weekend. Take a big inhale, lift your heart, and on your exhale, gently bow your head. Namaste. We'll be back here on Tuesday at 4, and then again next Friday at 7. Hope to see you then.